What I did was unacceptable, 100%. I can only ask and pray that you forgive me, please. I hope that others learn from my mistake. I intend to live my life so that I'm truly worthy of the term role model.
All right, there's Chris Brown apologizing after assaulting his ex-girlfriend Rihanna. Well, now, because of that conviction, then his freedom hangs in the balance now. We'll get to that in just a second. Today, his bodyguard found guilty of assaulting a man who wanted a photo with Brown on a Washington sidewalk. Now, Chris Brown will face a misdemeanor assault charge. He'll be in court on Wednesday. That trial was supposed to start this morning. We'll get a little bit more on why the delay in just a second here. As mentioned, the verdict has huge ramifications because a California judge will watch and see what happens. Brown's still on probation for beating Rihanna. And a guilty verdict in D.C. could mean jail time in Los Angeles. Our CNN legal analyst and great attorney in her own right, Sunny Hostin, is with us now. So why the delay? We were all set for him to be in court today. What happened?
You know, it was so interesting, and we were all set because I was set. I'm standing in front of the Superior Courthouse, of course, for the trial. As it turns out, once the bodyguard became found guilty or was found guilty, Mike, he started invoking his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination because he plans to appeal. He is the star witness for the defense in the Chris Brown case. And so Mark Garagos, my good friend, a CNN contributor, basically said to the judge, I now don't have my star witness. What am I going to do? They're now determining, the government is, whether or not they're going to immunize the bodyguard so that he can testify, and all that is going to take some time.
Okay. So fill us in here as far as who testified to what in his case, because they're going to tell the same story. And it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the judge believes the limo driver who said Brown threw the first punch, right?
That's absolutely right. I mean, the victim in this case, the alleged victim, testified. His girlfriend testified. But the judge said that she didn't really find them very credible because they have sued Chris Brown for $3 million. She did find this limo driver credible. I thought what was so interesting was he just happened to also be there. He is hired by Uber. He's sort of this contract limousine driver. He saw Chris Brown. He stepped out of his car to take a photograph because he wanted to give a photograph to his nephews, and he then became really the star witness for the government. I have to tell you, even though the Chris Brown trial did not take place, Mike, Chris Brown was in the courtroom today. It is a very different Chris Brown than I've ever seen. He's very somber. He looks concerned. He appeared to be quite thin. We know he's been held for quite some time. I think about a month awaiting trial here. He had about a 5-day journey to get from L.A. On Con Air to D.C., and so it was very tense in the courtroom. There are about 46 public seats for fans. Every single seat, Mike, was taken. He is very popular. His mother is in the courtroom. His girlfriend, who is also a model, is in the courtroom. So it was a packed day, even though there was no trial today. Okay, and again, comes up Wednesday, and they're just deciding what to do with the bodyguard who could play huge or will play huge in the Chris Brown case. That's where we are. That's right. That's where we are. Okay. Sonny, great to see you again, by the way, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you as we get closer to the Chris Brown trial set again for Wednesday.